This is Ndtv. And you're watching Ndtv Hindu.
Hello and welcome to Uspecial with me, Sindarja, on Ndtv Hindu. And today I'm at the Stella Maris College, where I'm joined by a bunch of very enthusiastic members of the union, the student union at Stella's. And here we're actually going to be talking about a rather noble cause that these girls have decided to embark on, which is the very fact that they've organized a huge walkathon, which is going to take place 2 days from now on Sunday. So be sure to watch that and be sure to be a part of that on Marina as well. The idea here we're going to be talking about Uspecial is the reason behind this walkathon, and whether or not walkathons really run the long mile and work out on the long haul basically, and whether or not they actually serve the purpose that they're actually embarked upon. So first up, I'd like to thank you all for being a part of Uspecial. I know it's been a patient and long wait. So any opening comments on the fact that you've actually started this really noble cause, and what is it about? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, so we kind of conceptualized the idea of the walkathon a while back, right back in June, when we were figuring out what we wanted to do this year. And since then we've been deliberating, discussing what we wanted to do, and we picked the beach because it is the most public location in Chennai and it's so big. And our cause is higher education for women, because studying in a college like Stella, we're very aware of how privileged we are, and also how few the people who are afforded these privileges are. So we decided that if we could do something small on our part to contribute towards encouraging more women towards higher education, that would be a big deal. So this was our initiative, and this is what we kind of hit upon. Okay. So that's how the idea was conceptualized, and that's how it came about.
Right. Obviously, women's education is something which is a very pertinent issue, and it's been long drawn out. It's been a long drawn out battle in the court, in the Supreme Court, and finally we've gotten reservation in our favor. But the idea is to take it a step forward. So what kind of problems have you encountered? As in, what is the one particular case that really stood out for you, which actually decided that, which made you decide that you should take up this cause and advocate for it?
The thing is, Stella has a lot of scholarships already. They already support a lot of the weaker section. So this is the first time it's been a student-initiated event, the Students' Union and the Rotary Club. This is the first time it's happening. So we want to do something on our part. The college has already done a lot on their part. So this is our chance to do something.
All right. Are there any? Can any of you tell me any of the real-life examples that have inspired you to take up this cause? Anything? Anything personal that you could probably encounter?
Well, one thing, being a part of the Students' Union, we, many students come and interact with us telling, that they have some issue or something like that. So when we started thinking about it, and when we came up with the idea, we just wanted to do it. And then when, as the months went by and we started doing all our activities, many students, especially the first years, came and spoke to us saying they had issues and if we could help them out with their fees and stuff like that.
All right.
So, and when we were coming closer about discussing the walkathon, we decided that why not make it really, really important for the college, because there were a couple of students who said that girls who can't even afford their daily clothing. They have just 3 or 4 pair of clothes that they wear throughout 3 years of college life.
That's really sad.
And they need to forgive that so that they can pay a college fee. A higher education is not that cheap, especially in South India. And people give more importance to primary education. All the other walkathons and marathons that are happening
are targeting at the basic level. True.
Primary education.
Right.
And higher education, especially for women, is something that is the need of the hour, and I think only once we start something like that, it might cater a bigger audience.
Right. You had something to say?
Yeah, I was just saying that I think all of us, being the Rotaract and the union, we all study with, we have classmates, we have peers who are very, fall within these parameters where they really require, where they love help. And we know they're such bright and energetic young individuals because we see them on a day-to-day basis. And I think if you're asking for real-life examples, that would be the ideal thing. The fact that they are one of us, and I think it's a lot more personal rather than walking for something else, because here we're walking for our classmates or our future alumni of our college, future students of Stella.
Absolutely.
So that makes it so much more personal, it makes it so much more important to us. And I know like even the Rotaract, with all the work they do, the kind of students they interact with, they have like incredible exposure to really how much education changes people and changes their lives.
Absolutely.
So that's where your cause, and that's that real life example really.
Okay. All right. What do you have to say about that? Any of you have any other comments to make about the fact that anything that might have in real life, actually in real time, that might have actually inspired you to take up this cause? She has a point to make.
I think all of us here work for some reward. I think something like scholarship, it's a real motivation for actually kids to actually study. So higher education, yeah, you're passing out of school and you get into a college, you apply to a college, and you may be denied a seat because you are not that privileged enough to get a seat in that college. So I think something like scholarship will even motivate them, and you will get the responsibility that yeah, I am studying in a scholarship, yeah, I am provided a scholarship, and it gives them a sense of responsibility. I came here personally, I wanted a scholarship. As soon as I got a seat in this college, the first thing I asked was, I got this percentage, so will I be given a scholarship? So I was given a scholarship, so something like that motivates. Scholarships.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Right.
moreover, in a college like Stella, where around more than 30% of the students are not, more than 30% of the students are underprivileged girls.
First
And-
generation learners.
Yeah, and out of my class, we are a class of 70, and around 40 girls, their parental income will barely be 50,000. So you feel you feel how privileged you are. You realize how privileged you are, and you're studying in such a reputed institution, and you have a social responsibility to fulfill.
Absolutely. Well, yeah.
And we came upon this incident when we went to meet and invite our district governor, Rotarian Olivannan. He said the Rotary International had adopted a village, and he used to visit often. And there was a girl there who studied in a school, she was really smart and she was really amazing. She got excellent marks, and after a few years he went back there again, and he wanted to know, so what happened to this girl? He really expected a lot from her. And he found out that she works as a housemaid now. So,
So sad.
these kind of things, if only she had gotten a scholarship, if only someone could have helped her out, I think that would have made a lot of difference, not only to her, but to a whole family of us. So that's
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it is important to note that definitely women empowerment, the first step to women empowerment is to actually empower her with education. And I think to get her out of the clutches of something like domestic help and, even cases of abuse which are happening, which is so rampant in the society, that's the only way to actually put an end to the evils which the woman is really subjected to. Stay tuned to Uspecial, and we'll be talking more about this walkathon that's going to embark on Sunday, and also the kind of problems and perils that these girls might have faced in actually embarking on a cause as noble as this.